Okay, let's go. We do an annual psychic session around our birthdays. We always go to the same lady, but last time we went, we did a phone one with a different lady.
That was before May.
Yeah, and I didn't really like her. She's a different vibe.
She's different vibes.
So now we've gone back to our OG psychic.
There have been some similarities with the other lady, and then also some with our Reiki session we had on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, so we did a Reiki session. It was so different compared to other sessions I've done. I was helping Lien connect with her spirit guides. The intention was around connecting her and also releasing whatever needs released.
Yeah.
But it felt like I wasn't a part of it at the same time.
She was like, "You're in a relationship, right?" And I was like,
here we go.
No,
She did the same thing to me before I got into a relationship. She was like, "You're in a relationship."
No, but she does this every time I come to a reading. So I'm like, no, I'm not. But every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm kind of talking to someone on dating apps, and she's like, okay, whatever, that's nothing. She's like, he's not the one. And I'm like, yeah, I already know that. She says Feb, March.
Which is what the other psychic said.
And it's also what Leslie told me last year. She was also like, someone will introduce you to him, which is what she said in the last reading as well. So she was like, last year, she was like, around November time, you will be somewhere and someone will introduce you to him, and then you will be in a relationship in Feb and March. You're gonna hate this part, but she was like, you're going to want to keep it very private. Like, you're not gonna want to tell anyone.
Fucking kidding me. She was like, no, but obviously I will know.
Yeah, obviously you would know. Isabel just thinks that when I get into a relationship that I would never tell her. It'll be 10 years down the line and be like, oh, I'm engaged. I don't know why.
I don't know where I got it from.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know. I just think it was a joke, but I was like, it could happen.
Yeah, but you full on believe it.
I think I had a nightmare about it.
It's you don't want anyone to interfere.
I can see that, because you've probably looked at everyone else's relationship being like, let's keep this on the down low.
Yeah, people love to get into other people's relationships and give advice, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need trauma. I was like, I don't need your advice. I don't need to know how you feel literally about this.
Don't care.
At
The end of the day, do not care at all.
No. Oh, baby. She goes, are you 31? I'm like, no, I'm 28. And she goes, first baby at 31, 32.
Okay.
So she's changed. Because she told me I would have a baby at 28. And I'm like, I'm 28 now. There's no way I'm having a baby.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
More sense.
Yeah.
Right? And she goes, next baby, you will be pregnant in your 33rd year, but have the baby at 34.
Okay. So a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that is really quick. This is where it lines up with our Reiki. While she was telling me about him, she couldn't breathe and she couldn't talk properly. She kept needing to cough. Oh, yeah. And I was like, this is how I felt in Reiki.
Yeah.
And she's like, your grandma, in spirit, is telling me she's bringing him to you. Don't worry, he's coming. So the whole time she was feeling what I felt during Reiki, because my grandma or my spirit guides was showing me this tall man that I was looking at, and then cutting my airways, and as she was telling me about him, that's what was happening. And she was like, your grandma is guiding me through this reading today.
Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, and when we were doing the Reiki session, I felt Lien's grandma in the room.
Yeah.
Again, guiding the session.
Exactly. Yeah. And she says, I see you going away for 6 to 8 weeks. She's like, are you thinking of going to Vietnam? And I was like, that is kind of in motion for next year, but nothing set in stone. And she says, your grandma says don't go alone. And I was like, well, I was gonna go alone. And she's like, no, you shouldn't go alone. Your grandma is saying that she's scared you're gonna get snatched.
Yeah.
That's
what I was thinking. Your family has that fear.
Yeah, we have this, but it's it's happened.
Yeah. What? Your family?
Well, not to my family directly, but they've witnessed it. So on the boat and stuff, when they came to Australia, people got snatched.
Yeah, that's a different
I know, that's a different scenario, but it's still
as in the ancestral fear is there.
Yeah, embedded.
Yeah.
like, if I'm going out, mum's like, don't get snatched, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Do you think you'll stay on dating apps
I don't know.
post psychic session?
I don't know. Been back on dating apps August, September time, and I matched with one person, okay? Every single person that I've sent a like to, either on Hinge or Bumble, have not matched back with me.
Yeah.
This is a weird, different experience. So I feel like everything is pointing to the signs of like, you need to get off. Because it just honestly doesn't feel fun anymore. It's dead as it's dead.
It is dead.
It's dead. I literally go on, look at my profile, and then close the app. I'm like, why do I need to look at myself like I'm here?
I thought you meant like check your notifications.
No, like I literally look at my profile and close the app because I'm like, yeah, this is as good as it's gonna get. Like me. There are no notifications. This is the type of guy that I've had recently, like me on Hinge. One of my things is like, best city you've been to or whatever. And so many people reply with Perth, which is the city that I live in. And they're like, go to Scarborough, go to Fremantle.
What?
Go to City Beach. I'm like, you've looked at my profile. It says I'm from Perth. Like, why?
Why would you recommend me? Why would you recommend a local go? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Is it because I'm Asian?
Do they just like think you're not from here?
Probably. So yeah, I'm gonna delete it. Should I do it now?
If you want.
I will do it now. I feel like I always delete dating apps when I'm with you.
You always install them and you always delete them with me. I was listening to TB on a podcast and she was like, why would you not go on dating apps? Like talking all about like dating apps and stuff. And I was like, I don't think you realise the situation.
Like, try dating apps in Perth. It's like...
It is like...
It makes you depressed.
The offering... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like its own niche. It's like country beach town.
Yeah. Every time I get back on a dating app, it's like worse and worse.
It actually does get worse. And everyone like works in FIFO.
Everyone works here in FIFO or they're a pilot.
And everyone wears these like, what are those hats called?
Those fucking
like
wide brim hats. I'm so over that. I'm like, why?
But why does like every Aussie guy wear that hat? Like there's not really a range of people. It's like they're all the same. Everyone here like looks so Australian, even if they're not Australian.
Yes, so everyone who's like come here from like Europe somehow adopts the Australian look.
I've seen Italians come here and they like, I'm like, you're not Italian, you're Australian. Like straight up. They could be from like the countryside in Ireland. They'll straight up look Aussie. And no offense, but like that's not the vibe.
No, it's not the vibe
we're after. So this is why Lien's had this like issue of like not believing she'll meet someone here.
Yeah. And like the last person I was speaking to was like kind of like gives surface level.
Like not even surface level, it's like skimming off the surface. You know when you make like stock and you skim
the scum?
Yeah. That's how much of her type he was, I would say. It was like just a hint. Don't you think? Not fully.
No, he wasn't fully.
Not fully.
No.
He was not even half. It was like just it was like, oh, we're clutching. We are like just anything we can just hold on to. Like just he's been to this bar. He's been there. He has visited one bar that we go to.
He likes this one shop we go to.
Like just
like basically taking anything I could get at that point.
Yeah.
Because like that's
like all you can. You literally have to lower your standards.
Yeah. And that's how dating apps make me feel. I'm like, I don't want to lower my standards. I don't want to. This is why like I didn't match with anyone and I didn't really send a lot of likes because I'm like, you kind of, when you see someone's profile, that's them deciding to show you certain things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, everyone like goes camping, like isolated camping. Everyone loves fishing. I'm like, that is not the kind of person that I am.
No.
And they are the people that like my account. And I'm like, what part of me that I'm showing says that, yeah, I'm gonna go 4-wheel driving and fish with you for like a week.
Yeah, and we had a lot of intention with Lien's profile. Like, we were like, okay, let's pop a picture of you in London. Yeah. Like 2 pictures of you in London or whatever.
The whole count was London, basically.
We were like, how can we attract someone that like gets the vibe? We really needed to portray the lifestyle that Lien lives. And somehow people that don't live that lifestyle still manage to like you.
Because they're like, let's buy a ranch, live off the grid.
And not in like a romantic way, like full on like in the outback.
Yeah, in the outback.
Not in like a Nordic forest.
No, not like
with a campfire.
Like
an full
English
on like
countryside. No. So we're off dating apps now. Yay.
You're officially off the market.
No, I don't want to be off. I was supposed to go on a date on Monday. We were out for my birthday on a Saturday night. We had quite a few drinks and I was texting this boy. And then,
well, no, actually I made Lien.
Yeah, it's what made me text this boy.
Only because they matched weeks ago.
Like a month ago. It was actually a very long time ago and there's just like nothing happened. Isabel was like, just get to the bottom of it, just see what's happening. I was
exactly.
Like, okay. He mentioned, all right, let's go on a date on Monday. And Isabel was fully going to like come in disguise and be on the date because that's how much she wants to be on the first date. I was there on your first date.
It is a violation when someone is like trying to either set you up or like recommend you someone when they don't know your type.
No, but the thing is, most of the time they do know your type, but they want to recommend you something that is their type.
Or someone that is, they're like, this isn't your type, but maybe you should get a different type. That is a hate crime. Because how insulting if I was like, Lien, you should date this guy, and he's like a piece of shit. You would be like, are you fucked in the head? Yeah. How dare you? Is that what you think of me?
It's the energy behind it. Yeah.
You don't even know me if you think that that is better for me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't trust you anymore.
No, it's like, what's the intention?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, because this is what we're saying is like the type of person you're attracted to for a relationship. That is you.
Yes.
As in like,
it is a reflection of you.
It's a reflection of like what you value, what you're interested in, what you're attracted to. Like so much about you is reflected in the type of person you're attracted to and would like be in a relationship with. So if someone's like recommending you someone that you're not attracted to, or you've never ever said you would date someone like that, you're insulting me as a person.
Yeah, you're literally saying, you know what, I don't like you as a person or what you stand for.
Yeah,
you should be like this.
Yeah, that's literally what they're saying. Something about Perth, I think because it's like the most isolated city, the people that come out of it that stay, like you can tell they've stayed in Perth.
Yeah.
Or you can tell they've never left.
Yeah.
Fair enough if you haven't had the financial means. But a lot of people don't want to leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, you literally live in the most isolated city in the world and you don't want to leave?
Yeah. They have like no interest in traveling, because I've spoken to people with money.
Yeah.
And have the means to travel. But they're like, yeah, absolutely no interest. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be on a plane. I don't want to be on a boat. I don't want to be out of Perth.
Anyway, it's just like different values. Like,
I don't even know what I like anymore because it's a different sort of person here.
When we were in London, I was gonna get whiplash.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like you move to London and you're like, oh my god, everyone's so hot, and then you like get used to it and you're just like, cool, like
that's what it is.
That's the norm.
Standard.
And then you leave and you come back like 4 years later and you're like gonna have a heart attack.
Everyone here is so beautiful. Like,
even if they're not your type,
no,
you're like, that is the standard.
Yeah.
I feel like here it's just so laid back, so like no one cares. It's like,
So-
I know what your type is, but also like, because I haven't seen it here,
Yeah.
it's hard to actually be sure.
Yeah, I know. How do you think I feel? I feel like if I do meet someone, it'd be the scenario where I like have a personality crush.
That turns into
Into
a
a
relationship
relationship.
crush.
Yeah. Oh, do you know who was actually really nice? Harry. He was nice.
Where did he take you again?
We did bowling, the
yeah.
first one, and then mini golf, the next one. That
Oh
was
yeah, the activities
He
guy.
was the activities guy. I meet a lot of activities guys. That's like, they're either into activities or they love a drink. You know what? I've never been on a dinner date.
That is wild. I don't even think I could attract someone that
Never
wouldn't
been.
take me on to
I'm
a
like,
date.
bitch, take me to dinner.
Like, at least if it's not first, then the second date.
Yeah.
You know? I don't care. I'm not super picky on the first date. Like, just grab a drink, whatever.
Yeah,
Who cares?
that's fine.
But like, okay, now like impress me
Yeah, I just don't think I've ever made it to
to the dinner
the
date.
dinner date.
Your history is like you guys talk so much.
Which is why I wanted one that didn't talk so much, and then we went on a date. But then this one didn't talk to me at all. And then
And
didn't
no
take me
date. And no date.
For the majority, most of them have been like really nice people.
Yeah.
Majority. There was
Yeah.
just like maybe one person that was a bit. He was a sex addict. Like,
He doesn't count as like someone you date.
No, he doesn't. But we were planning a date, and then I was like, oh,
Okay,
shit.
yeah, I guess he's just like included in the history. Literally attracted a sex.
Okay, but we had high hopes for him.
Huh?
Well, like
In what way?
in the way that there was like we thought there was potential there until he revealed his like actual card.
Until he was like, I'm addicted to sex.
Yeah, and I was like, hold up, okay.
He literally invited Lien into a zip car. Well, like proposed it as like an idea.
And sent me videos. And then you're like, yeah, I got taken out to dinner.
But it's like that's how it should be. You just go out on a date.
Yeah, I
And then you go
know.
out on another date. And then like you're basically boyfriend and girlfriend.
I'm more of a person that's like, okay, say we've met on a dating app. I would want to meet them like ASAP Rocky, because
Literally.
then I can decide whether or not I like them. You don't know a person through text.
No.
That's like not who they are.
You have to meet them in person.
And people in Perth, like there's no urgency to actually meet up with people. Whereas in London, if I was talking to someone for like a week, there would be a date that weekend. Like you move quick, and I think you have to move quick because that's what dating is. Why speak to someone for 2 months or 3 months and not go on a date? I don't get that.
I don't understand. But it is weird because like I saw a TikTok the other day of this guy who's from London, but he's like lived in different cities like Berlin and like everywhere. And he was like, his experience with dating in London, or not even dating, just like friendships, relationships, is like people don't make the effort to meet up.
Really?
And I was like, that's crazy because we had the opposite experience.
Yeah.
So I guess it's also like perspective and like if you're like living in your home place, like you will only see what you're like used to seeing.
Yeah.
Whereas if someone like came here and they like knew nothing, they might have a different experience. I just feel like here especially everyone's in a relationship.
Everyone's in a relationship. It's because
I do feel like in London like no one's in a relationship.
Oh, no one's in a relationship.
No one like, or if you are, I feel like over here people like as soon as they get into a relationship they like are married.
Yeah.
They like already have a kid somehow. But then I feel like people in London in relationships, you don't feel like they're like my like best London friend, she's married. I forget she has a husband like all the time. And when she's like my husband, I'm like, what? Because like it's not the brand.
It's like you still have your own life.
Yeah.
Whereas here, I feel like people merge and become one, and they only spend time with each other. Or if
Yeah.
you do spend time with them, it's very much like, oh, gotta go home, make dinner,
Yeah,
like,
it's so married life. Here.
And I'm like, bitch, you're young.
Settled down life over here.
Yeah.
And especially, it doesn't help when like the lifestyle of Perth is not sociable.
Yeah, it's not.
You don't just like go out for a drink on a Tuesday night.
No, unless you like work in the city.
Yeah. Like, you really have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So like everyone just stays at home throughout the week.
Yeah. They live for the weekend.
Yeah. Which is what that guy said in his TikTok as well in London for him. It was bizarre.
What?
It was literally
That's
bizarre.
such a totally
I was like,
different.
I think I drank every day.
Yeah. I had liver issues in London.
Lien actually had liver issues.
Yeah, and I had to come back to Perth to fix my liver, like legit.
Like her GP was like, yeah, do you drink a lot? Lien's friend was like, Lien, you need to be more open in dating. And then she showed him a guy that she wanted to date. And she goes, okay, not that open. Oh yeah, it's that one.
He had short hair when I met him though.
Is that the only photos? Yeah.
That's all I have.
What made you match with him?
Because he sent me a message and it was funny.
But that happened with me as well. Remember the plant guy? And I was like, actually, I'm going to Spain. Remember?
Oh yeah, and then you just deleted the app.
Yeah. Ages ago, I like didn't realize I still had his number, and I saw it on WhatsApp.
That was 7 years ago.
That was like the first and last person I've ever like spoken to on a dating app.
Wow, wild. Wild. How different are our experiences?
And then I was like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah, well now, this today, what's the date today?
26th.
The 26th of October 2023 is the last day that I'll be on dating apps. Never again.
Yeah,
Never again. Like,
I agree.
for
For you.
real.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah. Never again.
Never again.
It doesn't spark joy.
No, it doesn't.